Welcome to this week's episode of Wand and Crown. I'm Haley. Keeley is somewhere over there. And joining us today are Brian and Ellie over at the Diaz Family Adventures. Brian and Ellie, why don't you tell us a little bit about your channel first?
Yeah. So a little bit about our channel. We started a YouTube channel maybe about a year ago, I want to say, dedicated to kind of like following our lives in becoming parents, but also being parents in the mecca of theme park land, which is Orlando. And so, yeah, I think just being able to experience all of the fun stuff in the city of Orlando, but also just going through and experiencing all of the fun stuff of just starting a family has been super fun and something that we just want to share with the world. And so that's a little bit about us.
Yeah. Yay, I love it. And we also were able to do Halloween Horror Nights with these two for the brief moment that none of us were sick during the trip.
And then during the thunderstorms and the scare zones being shut down and all that funness, it was just a great night.
And yet somehow I still want to go back. So you managed to convert me regardless.
See, Halloween Horror Nights has already been brought up.
I was going to say I managed to sneak it in for you. This week's episode is going to be about the new Stella Nova Hotel over at Universal Orlando. It is opening with Epic Universe, which is their new park, their brand new park. So Epic Universe, we're going to talk about that in a whole nother episode, just like kind of go over what it is because there's just so much with it. Basic overview. There's 5 lands. There are 3 new hotels opening. Epic Universe itself opens on May 22nd, along with the Helios Grand Hotel, which is a hotel that opens into the parks, which is very cool. And then there's the Stella Nova and the
Terra Luna.
Thank you. I keep saying hotel. Those are the big shiny, like pretty rainbow ones that are high. Stella Nova has already opened. Terra Luna will be opening on March 13th, March 25th.
I think so. It changed. I think it got pushed back because I think Stella Nova was pushed back a little bit, and then I think Terra Luna got pushed back a little bit too. So, but yeah, I think it's mid-March.
Yeah,
March 25th is on the outline.
Yeah, because as always, we have notes. I'm not. That was not a thumbs down. I don't know what has happened with my setup on my phone. It was fireworks earlier. Thumbs down. I don't.
Whatever. We're excited.
We are very excited.
Yeah.
So this hotel, Brian and Ellie were actually able to stay at on the opening night, right?
That's correct. Yeah. And it was a blast. Oh my gosh. It was like a party when we walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys got there right when they started check-in, right?
Or the line was pretty long, but they have like lemonades for us.
Yeah, they had like drinks set up. They had a DJ out there.
Yeah.
They even had like an astronaut, just like walking around. Like,
what?
It was insane. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, when I was checking into Cabana Bay on my last trip, we were in line for a little bit just because there was one person checking because it was earlier in the morning. So kind of same with you guys. It was like earlier in the morning, so they're not expecting people to check in. And we got water bottles, which like is cool, but like lemonade, a DJ, and an astronaut, like I want that. Like, that's way cool.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Oh, yeah, I love it. And it goes along with like the whole theme of it being like kind of outer space-y.
Right, yeah. I think, it's definitely like themed to be like outer space, whereas I think Terra Luna is more like the earthy type feel, which I think is really interesting.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's Stella Nova supposed to be like you've gone to like the actual like like you're out, you were literally out of the world, whereas Terra Luna is supposed to be like you're prepping to go out, so it's more earth from what I've seen. I'm sure what you guys have seen too. I will say and this is like one thing that stuck out to me. So I know you guys stayed opening night. Hayley got to stay recently as well. Yeah. When I pulled up, I was actually more impressed with the outside in person than I was in the pictures. I felt like the pictures that they had did not do it justice. Like I put on like, this looks like 1,000 times better than what any of the pictures I've seen. Like whoever did their pictures should be fired. Like, it's mean, but like
not firing people. Universal, if you're listening, we're not firing.
Okay, not fire, but like maybe not do photography for Universal or something. I don't know. Like do something else for Universal. Just don't do that. I thought I was going to be overwhelmed or underwhelmed, and I was pleasantly surprised with how pretty it is in person. Like from afar and up close too.
I love it. It was really pretty, and the rooms also is really nice. And we
smell new.
We were lucky because we stayed right on the 3rd floor with the stars on the ceiling.
Oh, you guys got to see the hallway stars.
Yeah. So I think there's like a portion of the 3rd floor that was like, I don't know if it was like a bridge or it was meant to be like a bridge or something like that. But like as you're walking through this area, they had like a starry type of display on the ceiling. And it was awesome. It was like so cool. I've never seen something like that in a hotel.
You said that, and I remembered when I was going to my room, I was like, there's supposed to be something in this hallway that like everyone was really excited for. And all I can see are like these cool numbers for the rooms. Like, I don't remember. That's why, because I was not on the 3rd floor.
You were on the 6th. I think you were on the 6th floor.
I was up high.
Didn't they ask if you wanted a lower?
Yeah, she asked me, do you want high or do you want low? And I was like, I'll take high, please. Like anything that could possibly get me a chance to see the park and like over the park.
And that's such a good, like, I guess, like thing that you just mentioned. It has like a beautiful sight onto Epic Universe. So when we woke up in the morning, we just like saw the backside of like Super Mario Land, and we're like, I want to get there. We're like just feet away, you know. It's so cool.
Yeah, that's Keeley, Kristen, one of our other agents, came over and visited because they're like, we want to see this hotel while you're here, and we were all sitting there like trying to pick out what was what in the lands. Like, okay, so I think that's part of the Ministry of Magic. I think that's part of Isle of Burg. I love it.
Yeah. I think at one point we had because we had gone to the Epic Universe show building, or what's it called, the preview center. We're looking at show buildings, and we like had that up, and we were looking. We're like, okay, but this looks like it's here from this, but that looks like it's there. So like that was kind of fun to like be able to do that. Like you know what it is, but you're trying to point out where everything is and like kind of get your bearings of the park while not being in the park, and the park isn't open yet. So that was pretty cool to see. And I do love that Universal is very open with their construction, except for Velocicoaster. But I feel like Universal is very like open with their construction. They want people to see. They're not trying to hide it. Whereas I feel like Disney's more like, I don't know. I feel like with like Tron's very under wraps and like.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a chance to try the hot tub and the pool? Because when we went, it was pouring, so we couldn't.
No, we were there for such a short time. I mean, I literally stayed for I got in, I think I got in at like 5 or 6.
You got in, yeah.
So my plane landed at 4. I did not get into the hotel until around 5 or 5:30 because there's not a lot of great signage. And there are still a lot of roads under construction. And my Uber driver's map kept trying to take him on roads that have not yet opened.
That happened to me too.
Yeah. And so it was like,
but there are signs that are telling us to go after the 3rd sign.
There's like road signs that they like put up.
Yeah.
But we didn't follow, and then we're like, okay, Google Maps is telling us to come here, and let's do it.
That's my guy went past quite a few no trespassing signs and cones. I was like, I don't think we're supposed to go this way. Eventually. And I'm sure it will be much more better signed. I don't know how to phrase that. I'm sure they will have better signed. opens.
We were looking at someone. I think we were waiting for an Uber to go over to Disney. I think we were like, "What's that sign say over there?" And they're releasing that. They're not calling it a roundabout. What are they calling it? I think they just call it like the big circular. It's not. I literally am seeing.
Oh, I know exactly
verbiage.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, it's not a roundabout. It's something else, and I keep seeing like the construction pictures of it. So I think that'll help mitigate traffic between the park and the resorts. I don't know. So
Yeah.
I hope so. It was cool. It did take only like, did you guys end up going over to City Walk while you were there, or to the parks or anything?
No, we didn't end up doing that, but we did see the buses that were running through.
Yeah.
And so I know a couple of guests, they were talking about like taking the buses, and they went through all the way to City Walk. And I wish we would have done that, because I heard that they saw the backside to like Dark Universe and things of that sort, and like we weren't really able to see it from our side. So I thought it was really interesting.
They must have gone a way that my bus did not, because I did go over to City Walk, and I was like, okay, this is only like 15 minutes. I mean, we were kind of in bus only areas and then kind of on the main drag, but it was still only 15 minutes, which is awesome, because you know, you look at a map and you think that's a ways away from the actual parks. Are you really going to want to stay at these hotels if you only get a single day at Epic to begin with?
Yeah.
That kind of makes it seem like it's going to be a little bit more worthwhile, especially whenever they get the not roundabout put up and operational.
Yeah, the not roundabout. Yeah, whatever. I know it's going to bother me what it's called. So that was the other thing that they did talk about when I was just there. Universal was saying that they're going to have, and I think Haley, they told you this too, the bus driver, they're going to have Universal specific bus lanes. So similar to like how Disney has their own bus lanes on their own property, Universal worked out a deal, I guess, with City of Orlando, and they're going to have their own bus. They're funding it, everything. Universal is. They'll have their own bus lanes from City Walk and all of the Lowe's hotels on Universal property over to Epic and Helios. So 3 hotels over there. So that's kind of cool. So that should cut out, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, because they're not going to be sitting in regular traffic.
But they go every 15 minutes anyway. They made sure
quick.
that when I checked in, and the buses are quite literally like 20 feet away from the front door. So it's easy. I think that'll be a great part of the whole resort.
Yeah. And they're fancy ones too. They're like electric now. It's so cool.
I honestly, and I feel like they're not as used as Disney buses either. I feel like they feel cleaner. I notice that every trip. I just feel like they're cleaner. And Kristen and I, we were leaving. I mean, this isn't necessarily Stella Nova or Epic specific. Oh my gosh. Literally. But we left the one day at Studios. We wanted to run back to our room at Cabana Bay and then come back for the Mardi Gras parade. We had like 45 minutes. And Kristen's like, we're never going to make this. I'm like, this is not Disney World. Like, we are so close that we are. And we got back in with like 15 minutes to spare. And she was like in complete shock. And I'm like, yeah, because
she talked about that like to everyone that she met.
Mm-hmm. Because their buses are so efficient. And I think having that separate bus lane over to the new properties is like going to be a game changer. Like it's going to keep that consistency going of like quick, easy transportation, because I don't know if you guys know this, because I don't know if you really stay at Universal property too much. If you stay at Universal property, you have to pay for parking at the resort still. You still have to pay to park at City Walk, even if you're a Universal Resort guest. Mm-hmm. So
I did.
If you drive, so if you drive in, you got to pay for parking twice. So you got to walk, boat, or bus. Mm-hmm. So relying on their transportation is a huge thing. So I don't know. I think it's going to be great for that.
Yeah.
But they do have parking in the hotel, right?
Oh yeah, they do have parking.
But we didn't pay, right?
No, we ended up paying, but I think it was just like a additional cost at the that was charged to our hotel bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I think I driven down one time. Cody was like, we're driving down. I was like, all right, whatever. So we drove down once from Maryland. That was not terrible. But when you check in, they ask you, do you have a vehicle with you? And then they'll ask, are you staying for are you parking it for all nights of your stay? And then they give you a, I know at least at Cabana Bay and all the other existing resorts, they give you like the access card, and then it's either a card or a code. I can't remember which one it is. And then you have that to go in, and then you put your parking pass. So,
Yeah.
but then if you go to City Walk and you drive, you still have to pay to park at City Walk, which I don't love, but
Yeah.
their transportation's good. So
yeah, I've never taken the boat like from like a Lowe's hotel over to City Walk, but like maybe within the next year or so we should try that out, because I feel like that would be like a really wonderful experience.
it is. So I shockingly just did it for the first time, because I usually walk. I always walk. I never want to take the boats. I'm like, I'd rather walk or take the bus. So I did that. We went over to Portofino Bay. We did not go to Hard Rock. We went to Portofino Bay, and then we went over to Sapphire Falls. Oh my God, it was so much fun, because it's just like a nice, relaxing little ride, and it's not, you're not crammed on there. Like, you're just hanging out, and then you can go grab like dinner or something at one of the resorts. So the resorts food, restaurants are much better, in my personal opinion, than in the parks.
I feel like during Halloween Horror Nights, that should be like a game changer. That would be like so good.
Oh yeah.
I'm for our trip this year, I'm contemplating, I think we might stay at Hard Rock either one night for Halloween Horror Nights, and then we'll just boat back. But then I'm also like, I want the unlimited express pass for both of the days. Like, if we stay one night, I want it the day we check in and the day we check out. And I don't know if we're going to do a full day before Halloween Horror Nights. So these are like me decisions that like I need to make, but like, you know.
Talking about food, how did you like the food there?
Oh, thank you for getting us back on track, Ellie. So I tried less than I wanted to try because I went and met up with Keeley and Kristen. We went over to Toothsome over at City Walk. But it all looks really tasty. I ended up having a very, very boring parfait and croissant the next morning, which was fine. Like, it wasn't bad. It was good. But I really want to go back, and they had, I think there was like a buffalo chicken flatbread. There's like hot honey chicken things. There was a lot of food that was on my to try list that I did not get to try, and a lot of drinks that were on my to try list that didn't.
Did you try any drink? Because I didn't have a chance.
Oh, okay. Well, next time we're in town, we're all going to Stella Nova.
Just have drinks.
Have dinner, and we're gonna drink, and we're gonna eat, and it's gonna be wonderful. And we're gonna try all the foods, and maybe not all the drinks, but some of them at least.
We'll sample them, and then we'll go over to Terra Luna and do Terra Luna too.
We had breakfast and lunch. The breakfast, the pancakes was really good, right?
Yeah.
For lunch, what did I have? A burger? I think I had a burger, or no, I had
all
pizza.
kind of like we picked a couple of different things, and then we shared different items. But the pizza there, I think they have like their own like pizza oven, like very like special types of pizzas. And what's really interesting as well, if you stay on the actual in the hotel itself, you can actually order room service from their pizza to your door. And I don't know if is there like an additional fee for that?
I think so. I think it was $5, something like that.
Something like that. I could be wrong.
But
it was
fee versus like what, a $10 delivery fee from Domino's, like
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like
so I had
after walking all day too.
Margarita pizza. My mom had the pulled pork sandwich. And you had
the burger. Yeah.
Everything was delicious.
Yeah, lunch, dinner, like to die for. I loved it like for lunch and dinner. I was a fan for it for breakfast. They had some good items, but I think they still need to like tweak out their breakfast items a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the pancakes were good. Yeah. Pretty good.
Pancakes can stay.
Yeah.
That's the market space is like, so they've got the Cosmos Cafe and Market, which is where I'm guessing where you guys had breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. it's going to be interesting to see how they handle the morning breakfast rush. Epic opens, because it's not huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was line, and also they have a Starbucks, right? And we were waiting for a while for the Starbucks too.
That's a good point. Yeah, like it's good because they do have that little market with that Starbucks that she just mentioned, and so it's like a good option for like, look, I'm trying to rush over to like Epic Universe. Let me grab something and go. But they also have that like flexibility of like, okay, maybe I want to sit down with my family, take it slow, and enjoy my time in the morning. So you get both options.
Do you know what they are missing there? Popcorns. Brian was craving popcorns, and
yeah, I was looking for like a late night snack and couldn't
then
find
was
popcorn
like
anywhere.
midnight. We went to look for popcorn, and they don't have popcorn there. So
yeah,
you're just gonna come back in May. Walk over to Epic,
right.
get it.
Yeah, there you go. Just walk over to Epic and get it when it opens. There you go.
That's true.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm curious to see how like they handle that influx of like when it's at full capacity. And I'm sure people will go sit outside, especially like when it's nice outside, and utilize, around the pool and eat out there, or like eat in their room. Or I mean, I'm very much of like, let's grab and go. I'm here to be in the parks. Like I'm going to go into the park. Like I need my coffee and like a quick snack, and I'm like out the door. See you guys later. I'll be back for sleep. But yeah, not a lot of people. And Universal, I feel like, is not as much like that as Disney is. So I'm curious to see, how they handle that influx of people being a little bit more relaxed and taking a little bit more time. But I mean, on the flip side, now that I'm thinking, like, just like Royal Pacific, they have like 5 tables in their little market. It's tiny. Sapphire Falls, they have like a little cafe, and that's kind of it. Like they don't. I don't know. I feel like they're not big. It's not like a big food court place like Disney.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely, I think, work that out. And it looks like they're moving towards that, right? They're going to have a huge influx of people. It's going to be potentially even more people visiting Epic Universe and Universal Studios this year than like Disney, which is like probably a first in like ever. And so they're going to have to offer those options for people and offer variety. And yeah, so we're excited to see how that turns out.
Now, when I'm talking about the food that you had, sorry, I'm going back to food because it's not like I just. Did you guys eat at the market, or did you eat at the Galaxy Grill or Galaxy Bar? Oh no, you said it was raining, so you didn't go out there, did you?
Yeah, it was raining, but the bar was full, so we could get the food there and eat at the bar. But everyone was grabbing the food and eating in the room. Like we saw like Team Tracker, and he was grabbing his food. He told us it was delicious. But yeah, it was raining, pouring actually.
Yeah,
but we went to the bar outside just check.
Yeah,
and it was pretty full, and there was not many tables either, so I don't know how they will manage that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like rainy, but it wasn't like pouring outside. It was like kind of drizzly and like kind of cold, and it just wasn't like fun to hang outside really. So we did walk through. We got to experience it a little bit, but we didn't hang out there really like we wanted to.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
Like Florida freezing or freezing?
Freezing.
Okay.
I think
no, Florida freezing. No, it is. It does get colder down there. But like, see, I think that I'm not going to go off my tangent. Never mind.
Yeah, you already told me that 2.5 inches of snow wasn't a lot.
I just remember when we left, like when I opened the door, I felt like the baby was gonna fly away because it was so windy.
Yeah.
Oh, and those shades are like wild. There was already some down when we were there, and the shades like fly up like when you open the doors. I noticed that.
Yeah.
It was wild. Yeah. And I didn't like I did like it, but I didn't because I wasn't expecting it. The rotating door when you walk in, it's so big because obviously people are coming with luggage. It tripped me out because I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like the normal Hayley, shut up. Like the normal like door size, and then it was like a really long.
Yeah, I didn't expect the like rotating ones because I've been through them before. Like they have them a lot in like big cities like Chicago or New York, but I haven't really seen a lot of them in Orlando. I think it's a good addition to like this hotel.
Yeah, I agree, because it's nice when you have luggage and you don't have to mess with the doors or hit the button or anything. You can just like go in, and
up into that like enormous lobby area that's, I think it kind of just gives itself over to the vibe of the whole place.
I think it's more spaceshipy than just like automatic doors or something.
Yeah, I can see
it's like
that.
the oxygen chamber. See? See? Thank you.
I see
I'm a genius. See? Yep.
When
Universal
we stayed there was a lot of attractions like for kids. I forgot the trolls. They come in and out all the time, and they have also the
the Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Yeah.
Like the little dog was there.
That's true. I forgot all about that.
Did you have any experience like that? And they have astronauts too, like
members. That's it.
I think it was just like an opening day thing.
So they do it sometimes.
Men in Black guys back at the very least, because that just fits perfectly.
Yeah, right. I know it feels like Men in Black, like feels like the ride. Yeah, they'll do that at the other resorts every once in a while. I feel like Disney's a little bit more consistent with it, but Universal has that. But I'm sure they did more because it was opening days. But yeah, no, I like that they have trolls because I feel like that's, like you said, it's like good for like the kids, because kids don't know Men in Black. We know Men in Black.
Yeah, that's true.
But
they can be educated.
No, that's fine. I watched it on Lucas's first birthday. I watched Men in Black because I was like missing it. Shut up. But like, you know, I don't know. Kids know trolls now and they're little.
That's true.
But yeah, that's cute. I like that.
Pictures. Did you take any picture? No.
Yeah, we took a few different pictures, and it was a good experience. I think it was it's fun, and I hope that they continue to do that stuff in different hotels. So
yeah, I know
what they would bring into Helios, because it's kind of its own vibe. I think I don't know what it would fit with.
And they're doing themed rooms there.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what they are now.
Yeah.
Isn't it like based off of like the actual park itself? Aren't there like How to Train a Dragon rooms? And
I was good. Yep, that's what it is. They have because is it Port? Oh my God, I always get it mixed up because they don't make sense in my head. Lowe's Royal Pacific is Jurassic Park theme rooms. Portofino Bay is Minions, or am I mixing those up? Because it doesn't.
It was Minions, and Hard Rock is the Jurassic Park.
No, I thought Portofino. Whatever, but yeah. So it's Helios. And that's what I'm saying. It never makes sense, so I can never remember. But Helios is doing How to Train Your Dragon rooms. That one makes 100% sense. So I will always remember that because the park's right there and it correlates. The other ones, like I can't shut up. I can't. Don't you shut up so much in this episode? I'm sorry. But no, like the other ones, like they don't make sense. Whereas this, I think, makes sense because you're gonna stay in an Isle of Berk room and then you're gonna go over to the land and it's right there and it's really cool. And I think that Helios only has 480 rooms, if I'm remembering correctly. So
yeah,
we talked about it in the training. I think it's like 480. But the cool thing about Helios and Stella Nova and Terra Luna, though, is you still get your early park entry, which is good because that's a big perk of staying on property, and it's a whole hour early, which is nice. And
I mean, like Helios is attached to the park, but the other two are like literally you can walk to it easily.
Yeah, because the bus stations are right there, right outside of Stella. Oh my God, I just said Stella Luna. Stella Nova. They're right there. So yeah, I think that'll be cool. I wonder if they probably won't have shuttles going from those two resorts over to Epic.
They'll have to, because otherwise it won't be as accessible.
Yeah, I was gonna say for anybody's mobility. Yeah. Interesting. I'm curious. But yeah, it's right there.
But it is walkable, like if you're able to do it.
Oh yeah.
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 I
And
don't
then
know
I'm
how
curious to
many-
see.
Buses like 10 times with my Uber driver trying to find the entrance.
It'll get better. It'll get better. They're working. Our Uber driver knew where to go. He said, I think he'd been there twice already.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, you're figuring out. You're working for your tip because you know where you're going.
Well, I have to come back the next day because I forgot my pump parts there. So
Oh.
No.
and then I knew
Oh
the
my
way
gosh.
around.
No. Oh my gosh. That is like the ultimate mom brain thing. Is leaving your pump parts at the hotel. No. Oh, that's
And
so
when I called
annoying.
them, they told me like, no, we don't keep anything. We throw everything away. I'm like, no, you don't understand. You cannot throw my things away.
Not this. I need this. I'm gonna. Do you know how painful it is if I don't pump? I need that. Oh my god.
But
So
they were
did
very
keep. They ended.
helpful.
Yeah.
They had it.
Good.
They
Yeah.
had it. They saved, and I forgot breast milk in the fridge. They saved it and they kept it in the refrigerator too.
They're amazing.
Stop. Oh my god. No, that's awesome. That's so nice to hear because, like, yeah, you're not. That's when you're trying to get a. Mateo was what a month old, a little bit over a month and a half old.
Yeah, he was a month.
Month and a half at that time, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
two?
a month and 2 days, 3
Yeah.
days.
Oh yeah. So like you're focused on that, not your pump parts and the milk in the fridge. So
Yeah.
no, that's awesome. Oh god, I love that. I love that because it's
Oh, talking about coming back there. Did you guys like the entrance? There's this TV thing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the sign for Stella Nova was like so cool. Like when you're like driving into Stella Nova, the actual sign itself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, it must have
no.
been.
I took a video of it and now I'm like, what was the video?
It's really nice, really pretty too.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job with it. That's
Okay,
cool.
well I'm gonna go back and look. I literally took a video. I'm gonna go back and look at it. I do know.
Like,
You know why? I was so focused when they had the I saw the new Universal signs with the screens going in, like the Universal Studio signs. I was so focused on that that we had like a half a mile. And I think I was trying to get a video and some guy drove in front of it and I was going off about that for like 2 or 3 minutes. So I think that distracted me. But I swear I got a video of the sign. So now I'm gonna have to go back and look at my phone.
Sorry,
And look at the sign.
And yes, I do remember seeing that when I came back from Toothsome. So yes, that was very cool and very spaceshipy.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm not gonna look it up. I have too
You
much.
know what we
too many
did
tabs open.
right after when we arrived? We saw this guy with like a astronaut clothes, and I made Brian stop the car and ask him where's. And he's like,
Oh
I
my
do
God.
not work here.
I forgot all
And
about
he was a
that, yeah.
YouTuber. And I have to bump to him all the time.
Yeah, it was like I forgot his name, but it was a pretty well-known YouTuber, and I'm like, yeah. So, do you know where we park exactly? Like, is there a specific place where we could park? And he's like, yeah, I don't work here, and he's like actually there, like filming, like.
But he
Oh
had
my God,
that's
astronaut
hysterical.
clothes.
Yeah,
He,
there are
I
people
don't
out
know.
there going with the theme, and I thought it was really cool. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you go to like Target and somebody's wearing a red shirt, you just kind of assume that they work there because
Yeah.
No. I would have thought the same thing. If someone's wearing an astronaut
Oh no, if someone
outfit,
astronaut absolutely would have thought they were.
assume that you are a team member,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, because before we get there, we already had the information that there's astronauts there. So I'm like, okay, so the guy is,
Perfect sense.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
okay.
No,
but
you
when
your
ask
thought process.
him,
Yeah, no, that's
then I'm like,
110%
no.
correct. You're in the right. You're in the right. That I would have done the same exact thing. That's hysterical. So the rooms, I guess we could touch on the rooms really quickly.
Probably.
I don't know. They're hotel rooms. I liked how nice and new they smelled. That was my favorite part.
Oh yeah, the bed was really nice.
Unkind. They don't have like a variety. It's 2 queen standard. That's it.
Yeah.
Is that every room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I didn't know
Okay.
that.
Both
didn't know.
resorts. Yep,
Yeah.
both resorts are going to be 2 queens.
Yeah, I mean they'll have like obviously handicap accessible ones and whatnot.
Right.
There's not going to be the family suites or anything like that. It's just the 2 queens.
Yeah.
Which I feel like it's kind of good because it makes it less confusing when you're booking a room. Like, you know what you're getting. It's not having to figure out the categories. It's like, here you go. Here's what you're getting. So
hope you get a view.
Like,
the pool are nice.
But one thing that I really liked in your guys' video, I left a comment, was I didn't see in Hayley's shower. And I literally, when we got in, I ran to her shower. I'm like, do you have the foot bar? She did not have the foot bar in her shower. No.
Oh my goodness.
I
The
know.
foot bar like was so unique.
I've never seen something
like that.
Showered up.
Okay, well, I know, but that was the first thing I went in. Like, I think I took my video, or I think I looked before I took the video because I'm like, I want to know that it's there, and it wasn't. Because I was like, I'm gonna open it, and then it's not gonna be there, and it wasn't. But no, I really like that. I thought that was so cool. That maybe it's a 3rd floor thing with the cool stars. But
honestly, for like a value resort, I thought that the rooms were like really, really nice. And I hear a lot of people like complaining that like, oh, it wasn't like that great of rooms or whatever. But remember, a value resort that is like literally steps away from Epic Universe. Like, you don't get that value for the price. You don't get that value anywhere. Like, and I'm actually really surprised that they were so affordable, like for the type of resort it was and the rooms that you get. So I loved them. They're great rooms.
Yeah, even my mom, she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love this bed right here." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a good one."
The beds were very comfortable, and also like the pictures that I had. This is going way back to Keeley. Yes, Keeley. Wow, I don't have mom brain. I don't have an excuse. When you were talking earlier about how in person it was a lot better than the pictures. In person was a lot better than the pictures, and not just Universal's pictures, but like pictures that I had seen from bloggers who had gotten to do like media previews. I looked at it and I was like, I was expecting a lot more. And then when I got there in person, I was like, oh no, okay, this is actually really nice. Like a lot nicer than I was expecting. Again, for the price too. I mean, it was very nice.
The one thing I think is missing, the TV is not like a smart TV. You cannot like stream from your phone. You have to log in the YouTube account or Netflix account. I think I did
it on mine.
Did you?
There was an option for casting. Like, it gave you directions on how to cast or stream to your phone.
Oh, we didn't have the instructions.
It's one of those things where
that's a 6th floor thing.
Everything.
It's not up there. You guys got the foot bar and the stars on the ceiling. You know, save some for everybody else.
It's a trade-off, okay? Like, casting or stars. What do you want?
Casting or stars and an easy way to shave your legs. Pick. I don't honestly though. I don't think any of the other Universal resorts have that. I know at Cabana Bay they don't have it, and I don't think at Royal Pacific they have that. So even if they have that ability, like even if they're newer TVs and they like haven't updated it fully, that's still like a good.
Yeah,
that's true.
A good amenity. That word. But
I'm very weird in this. Probably, I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I love a lot of light in my hotel rooms, and this had a lot of light. Normally, it's like, oh, we got a little lamp over here and another lamp over there. I'm like trying to like feel my way around the room. There were lights just about anywhere you looked.
Yeah, and like mood lighting.
Okay,
was like really cool too.
What?
Yeah, there's like specific like lights that like the light bars and light strips that they had around the room. Like, I thought it was really cool. Like, you don't really see that again in a value resort. Like, that's wild.
Yeah. The only thing that I took issue with the lights was that the lights in the bathroom and in like the bathroom area, the sink area, motion sensitive. And I literally like, there's a little, for people who haven't actually been here, there's kind of like a little partition with a curtain between the main bedroom area and the bathroom area. I was on my bed and I would like turn over and the light would go on in the bathroom. I was like, I'm not close to it. Like they need to turn down the sensitivity just a little bit or something.
And didn't you say you would turn it off and it still was doing it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have that problem, but
Well, we kept
Hayley.
the curtain closed.
So mine
And
was closed.
I could see how that could happen.
No, I mean, I was closed. I don't know how it was seeing me at all. I don't know if I was more animated when I'm sleeping than I think. But the beds are comfy. Sorry, I'm coming back to that. The beds were really. That was a good night's sleep. Besides,
Yeah, I think we might try to stay there in December because the pricing is, as Brian keeps saying, it's a value resort. The pricing, even past when Epic opens, is still not bad for being right there and being at a value resort that is brand spanking new. The pricing is still really good even after Epic opens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they're gonna. I think they hit the mark on this. I really do. I think this is all. I don't know. I think it's going to change Universal in a good way as a whole. With just talking about the resorts, not even Epic yet, but just this resort alone, I think it's really setting them up for, I don't know, just really just changing the game, quite honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
As I wear a Disney shirt, don't look at my shirt.
I love
it's fine.
those.
You can love both.
I was gonna say something earlier. I didn't. It's fine.
Whatever. It's fine. All right. I think we kind of touched on whatever. I think we kind of touched on everything. Did you guys have anything else that you wanted to add, talk about, touch on?
Nothing that really comes to mind. I think.
Oh, actually, there's a lot of elevators, and I love that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There were like elevated. I don't know. There was
6
like so
elevators.
many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to share elevator with nobody. Just, I love it.
Yeah.
God, I love that. As a germaphobe, I love that thinking.
One other thing that I thought would be interesting to maybe chat about is like, you know, like we're Disney fans, like through and through. We love Disney, but it's just so interesting. Like Universal is doing things that are like completely changing the industry, and even like chatting about like these hotels specifically. Like I wonder how Disney's going to respond to this, and I hope that they continue to create more competition at Disney to create, you know, better theme park experience, no matter what, you know, brand you're going to, whether that be Universal or Disney. So we're just really excited to, you know, follow all of that and be a part of that.
Yeah.
Because you guys get to do it firsthand whenever you want. And I'm not jealous at all. And I know Hayley isn't jealous at all.
Not of the Florida heat, but of everything else, yes.
Yeah, right. Just eliminate the weather portion and like just jealous that you guys can just go after work if you feel like it. Whatever.
Come on down.
You know, be there soon. Hey, we'll be there again.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Well, we're doing a cruise, but we're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge the night before, and then December we're doing a big. Well, Hayley's not invited, but we're doing a big Disney Universal. You can come if you want. Stay in the room with the baby and I and Cody. It's fine. It won't be chaotic.
I'm good.
I offered for the cruise we're going on. I was like, if you want to stay, like the 4 of us can stay in a room together on a cruise ship. We'll have Lucas in the pack and play, and then Cody and I and Hayley, and it'll be fine. It'll in the 400 square foot stateroom.
It's not 400 square feet. It's smaller than that. It's like 330. That it would have been fair.
It's fine.
It would have been like taking showers together. That's how close.
It would be a clown car.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll be down there for that. But yeah, I think I know we have at least one possible Halloween Horror Nights / Epic trip plan that we're trying that are like is in the works, and then December I'll be down there. So, and I know you guys are you guys going to try to go opening day of Epic?
We're gonna try. We'll see. I don't know. I think
Maybe
they're sold out.
Stay in the hotel as well. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I would
Even-
like to try out Helios.
I was gonna say just stay at the hotel or like even Stella Nova and just watch people watch from like try to get like the tallest
Right.
just people watch into the park opening day. I think AP single day tickets may be sold out.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know that they're starting to offer like discounts for like military members as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know if they like saved a specific portion, but if that is something that's available, I'll definitely jump on that. One thing that we're waiting on is like AP previews and just seeing like if we can get in on that. But I think like just going like opening day or at least being like able to go like opening week is going to be an experience that you'll never get. And anyone that's going, I'm immediately jealous of. I would pay you so much money to have your ticket.
Right. I'm sure there's going to be scalpers out there. I bet people with APs
sure.
have bought, and then we'll probably try to sell them and like. But yeah, I think it'll be really fun. I'm excited to just see what everybody has to say, and then I'm kind of glad that we're going a little bit later. Again, I feel like for you guys it's different because you're right there. But I'm glad because we'll have like the kinks worked out. Hopefully they'll have worked out any of the kinks, and then we'll go and get to experience a little bit more. Yeah. And then you guys can do like a lot. I mean, you'll have to keep buying tickets until they figure out the AP situation. But you guys can be like, oh, like when we went when it was a month, it was this, and then just do a comparison of like all the changes they made. I think that's going to be really exciting. I think for nerds like us, it's fun to track that kind of like small stuff that like people that are super into it don't care about, but like we do.
Yeah, that's true. And it's going to be interesting too because I bet you for like probably 2-3 years straight, it's going to be just like busy every single day. It's not like there's not going to be that like a sense of seasonality, I don't think, for like Epic Universe. I think it's just going to be packed, and it's going to be like a multi-day experience. Like you're not going to be able to hit everything in one day. So it'll be interesting to see how we can like fit everything together and like maybe experience everything hopefully in like multiple or close to one day, if not multiple days. We'll see how it turns out. But
yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys are gonna do. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. I'm just excited.
Okay, I can't do the thumbs up. I'm afraid it's gonna start firing.
Or give you a thumbs down.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to do it for our episode on Stella Nova. We want to thank Ellie and Brian for coming on with us, and we're going to put their information in the show notes so that you guys can go and check out their wonderful channel because it is amazing, and we will see you on the next episode. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
And that will be